Hello, everybody. I went live 5 minutes earlier than the link said, only because, unfortunately, my last class was a no-show, which was the 8:30, the very last time slot. Usually I love no-shows. You get paid for not doing anything. But this time I did not want a no-show. It was the 8:30 slot. I was hoping to get a regular that booked me every time at that slot. I was so excited. I was ready. I got extra props. I got extra prepared. I really wanted that student at the 8:30 slot. Hi, Evelyn. Evelyn, have you ever had a booking at one of the last two slots that don't get booked very often? So after looking, this is actually an old regular. I actually was looking at my Feedback Panda. What was my last reward with her? And it said Chinese New Year envelopes. Like, well, wait a second. I haven't seen her lately. And I realized that was last year. Janie, have you had any bookings the last two time slots, those rare time slots? I'm just telling about how she was a no-show. So looking back, she was in the same unit I did with her a year ago, and all the teacher-to-teacher feedback was like, oh, she's really behind, she's really struggling, this unit's too hard for her. And I was like, I remember doing the marriage unit with her last time. So I'm guessing she took time off and came back. I really hope she books me again. I'm really disappointed it was a no-show. I got so ready. I got every photo album in my house that involved a wedding, of any wedding I've been to, even my own wedding photo album. I brought, and I was wearing the tiara. I wore my own wedding. I was ready for this class. And normally when I have a no-show, I'm like doing feedback and things like that. But like, I was like, well, I don't want to miss her when she comes. I was literally like sitting there. I didn't even open another window on my computer until maybe 15 minutes in. I got one feedback done. That was it, because I wanted to be ready for this class. I really wanted not only today to work out, but long term, I wanted her to keep booking me at that time that hardly anybody gets booked. Yeah, thanks, Evelyn. I really wish she did. Hi, Tim. Haven't seen you around, Tim. You must be like deep sea diving or something like that. We haven't seen you in a while. But I'm glad you're here now. So yeah, that's how it went. So as always, I'll bring you guys the weekly reports first. And then I have a few other things to talk about. I don't have a big, huge topic. I got a lot of new subs last week. So let me explain myself for anyone who's new. Some weeks I have a really big topic and an interview and more formal like last week. Some weeks are a little more informal and I just chit chat and have smaller things to talk about. That would be like this week. Oh, Tim was in Bali for a week, an impromptu holiday. Nice. I love my life and my kids, but sometimes I wish I was as free as you. Just get up and go somewhere like that. You guys, as of the time that I started this live stream, VIPKID did not put out their weekly report yet. So I only have the GoGoKid one. I can keep checking. I could just read it to you off my phone. Obviously, if I do it that way, I haven't read it ahead of time. Hi, Laura. Yeah, so I will start with the GoGoKid weekly report. All right, so first of all, they have a February raffle for this special time period. So I'm sure you guys already know this, but the break in China has been extended. The kids are not going back to school, so they're encouraging you to open more slots. Let's see. And they're having a contest if you do open more slots. They're telling you that more teachers are going to win this time around. 300 teachers will win rewards. You could win $1, $5, $30, or $50 or a uni doll. I'm not going to go too much into that because most people have told me that they don't go for the incentives at GoGoKid and they're not interested when I read that. If anyone wants me to be more detailed, tell me, because the feedback I got, people don't even do this, especially if they work for two companies. Oh, so they're now doing videos just like VIPKid is. Encourage your students to stay strong, Wuhong. So do like a video just like at VIPKid. But the difference in the GoGoKid and the VIPKid one is GoGoKid is going to put them all together like in a package. So you send your video, it's going to be put together. They don't want any music on it or anything. They just want it simple because they're going to put it together themselves. So it's a little different than VIPKids in that way, where people are just watching the video. Hello, Sarah. Good to see someone new. Hi, Danny. Yeah, I know. I went early. I did go early. So I was ready early. My last class was a no-show, so that's why I went a little early. I was ready. And VIPKid didn't come out with their weekly report yet, so I didn't have to read that. So yeah, I went a little early. Oh, and then GoGoKid's having a new teacher boot camp, workshops and things like that. Okay, so they've said this in the past few weekly reports, but they're having a vocabulary course and a pronunciation course. I already certified back in December, but all you have to do is watch a video and take a quiz to get certified in that. Let's see. Let's attend every class as scheduled during the special period like we always do. Okay, so I'm guessing they've had a lot of no-shows. That would be the only reason that they would be saying this. So they're encouraging you to check your schedule, show up for your class, things like that, all the things we know we should be doing anyway. And they have videos to prepare which show you how to avoid incentive in deduction. All right. Okay, Sarah said it's on the Hutong. Okay, I do not go to the Hutong that much. I'm so obsessed with Facebook. I don't want another thing to distract me, but I guess I could have checked there to see if the weekly report. As of the time I went live. I know, Danny, at least I was early though, not late. Yeah, open them. I got paid for my one today, even though it was a no-show. Danny, go back and watch the beginning. I talk about the class being a no-show, and you missed some of the weekly report, although there's not much in the GoGoKid weekly report today. All right, so this was a few days ago, but I'm just wondering if anyone got this email from GoGoKid. I got it. It was like, we want to express our concern that you've not been opening as many slots in the past week as you used to. Thank you for your efforts. We believe your students are missing you so much. So they're talking about the peak times. They need people. We would like to know the reasons for your distancing. If we have done something wrong or you're disappointed with us, we would appreciate you letting us know so we can do something about it. If we are the problem, we promise we will make everything possible to win back your trust. And then they had a place where you can fill out a survey, which I did. Did anyone else get that email from GoGoKid? And is anybody else opening less slots at GoGoKid? I don't open any slots with them right now. I did, and I don't open with them, Sarah said. Sarah, do you also work for VIPKid? Maybe VIP. I work, VIPKid is my main company. I only open a few slots a week at GoGoKid. So they said I was opening less. It's because I took one of the weekend days off. I was going somewhere. So you are the problem. Yeah, yep. Exactly. And I said that. Tim said, you're the problem. So a lot of people are unhappy with GoGoKid's new incentive thing. And if they work for more than one company, they're opening slots at the other company instead. So let me know if you work for GoGoKid and you work for two companies. Are you working more slots over at your other one? I don't open a lot of slots. I actually have a booking on Thursday. So maybe because a lot of other people aren't opening, I'm getting a booking. Danny said, I did not get that email. I did get an email about the TESOL. They are offering me one for free and 2 months to do it. I still need the VIPKid one. You know that you can print the VIPKid one and give that to them. It doesn't say VIPKid anywhere on the TESOL. And I have heard that they are accepting VIPKid's TESOL. But if they offered you for free, Danny, you probably didn't get this email because you probably weren't opening any less slots. You were probably opening the same. I never renewed with GoGoKid. I let it go. Okay, and you probably would have done that anyway, right, Evelyn? Because it sounds like you didn't really open that many. I keep them because there's no minimum. You know what I mean? I can keep them and not open any slots. I'd rather just keep them around in case anything happened at VIPKID. I could just jump over there quick without going through the hiring process. I work primarily for VIPKID. I was hired on a GoGoKid, but decided I prefer VIPKID. Okay, same, Sarah. I started them both around the same time, got booked with VIPKID first, so then that just took off for me. That's where I stayed. I could print mine from VIPKID. I need a printer ink. Oh, maybe go to the library and print it or something. I used my VIPKID TESOL for Itutor also. I use both of them and the other one. My complaint is there's so much extension needed at GoGoKid. It's tiring. Okay, yeah. Danny, are you upset? Didn't you say you were getting paid less? So you guys, I have to cut today's live a little short because I'm actually going to a workshop at 11. I'm on Eastern time, 10 Central, for trials. Speaking of trials, Casey's channel, we all did a collab about trials yesterday. I don't really like trials. I don't have a lot of trials, but she wanted someone on there who doesn't like trials. So I came. But even though I don't like them, like I never will turn down a booking. It's rare that I won't get a certification for anything. So I'm taking the trial workshop. Why not? We can all improve. I want to see how I can improve. I mean, the only certification at VIPKID that I won't get is like Voice of VIPKID because I don't want to sing and don't like to sing. I'm only asking for a bad review, but pretty much I don't limit myself. I'm a certification hoarder. I'll certify for anything, even if I don't like it. Kim, I'm supposed to be at the Oh, are you going to the one at 11? All right, here's the link to our trial collab. Okay, Danny posted the link from our trial collab yesterday. Speaking of, Casey has been interviewing a lot of different teachers. She interviewed Mary Ann yesterday. She interviewed me last week on her live. I'm flipping the script next Tuesday, and I'm interviewing her here on my live stream. All right, I like trials when the student shows. Yes, I love short notice. That's my biggest complaint, if you saw yesterday, was that the half pay. I refuse to certify for trials. Yeah, Candy, I don't blame you. If it wasn't for the fact that maybe I could get trials those last 2 time slots, I would get rid of it. But I don't get a lot anyway. They're not affecting like my regular classes or anything, so I'll just keep it. Anyways, here are the things I have to talk about today. Tell me what you guys want to talk about. What I talk about, here's the things I could talk about. You tell me what you want to talk about since I can't stay on forever. You want to know about Starlight and thought about certifying but don't. Okay, I certified, like I said yesterday on Casey's collab. I only had one that never showed up. All right, so I could update you about me in the hiring process on iTutor and one-on-one. I actually have a follow-up question I asked Lexi from last week, something I didn't think to ask her. I went to a meetup over the weekend. I could talk to you about different videos I've seen on YouTube that are good. Let's see. Oh, at the end, I will do a 200 sub giveaway. That reminds me, I should keep... As I said in my, when I talked about my 200 sub giveaway, that you didn't have to be here the whole time. So I should be writing names down as I go. You know, like if you work a brick and mortar job and have to go, that's okay. Okay, so those are the things I have to talk about. Tell me what you guys want to talk about. I'm interested in videos you watch. You are well studied. Actually, Danny, you watch more videos than me. Lots of times I will think that I found a new YouTuber and I'll watch their video and then I'll look and Danny's like already commented. Like, so she watches a lot of people. She knows more than me. Okay, so Cindy, okay, Candy is here. Tim, Janie, am I forgetting anyone? So as I go, I'm gonna be writing names in here. Sarah, level 7, is it worth it? Okay, Sarah's asking if level 7's worth it. Cindy, if you wanna chime in, you teach a lot of level 7s. Yes, love level 7. Sarah, when I first got the certification, I got several bookings. I got past that 5 probation period. I had someone who almost became a regular. She booked me like 4 times. When the time changed, she got off my schedule. I didn't know till recently, till Cindy said something on one of her live streams, but the level 7s cannot priority book you. Because when my schedule changed, my thought was, well, if they want to stay on my schedule, if she wants to stay on my schedule, she could priority book me. No wonder she didn't stay on my schedule. So I haven't had a booking since the time change, but I absolutely love level 7 when I did do it. It's so much conversation. You can almost talk to them like a native speaker. Obviously, if someone's not exactly, but close to it, I mean, you can have a real conversation. And level 7 isn't as serious and as much reading as level 6. It's it gives you time to read, conversation. There's a speech. I absolutely loved it. I said, yeah, Sarah, get it. It takes up 2 time slots, which the only bad thing is one time I had a level 7 cancel on me right before the 24-hour mark, and I had 2 slots go unbooked. That's the only bad part, but I love level 7. My level 7 books me short notice. Love level 7. Had him since level 4. 200. Oh, Tim, level 7 and short notice. Okay, I think I've asked this before, but I'm not sure. Cindy, maybe you know. You're the level 7 expert. If you get a short notice level 7, do you get $2 extra or $4 extra? Because it's 2 time slots, but it is only 1 class. How does that work? Okay, level 7's a lot of conversation, lots of social issues like homelessness and helping others. Yes, and it's fun. The girl that I was working with, she volunteered at like a homeless shelter with her mom, so she was easy to talk to. $4. Okay, good to know. That is good. Yes, a level 7 short notice, that is like hitting the jackpot. Then you get $4 extra, 2 time slots filled. Yeah, I thought of asking if they would book short notice. I'm afraid to ask my mom for this. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Cindy. Yeah, so I'm trying to talk to you guys and make sure that I add up, put names in this hat. So out of all the things I was talking about, what did you guys, I didn't see anyone say what they wanted to talk about. So I'll go ahead and just start. All right, so let me update. Okay, there's not much to say, but with Itutor, I'm pretty much just sitting. The last time I talked about it on my live, I'm in the same spot. I am not passing because of the IT test. It has nothing to do with like my internet speed. They don't like my Chinese New Year background. And so Kim told me that I could leave up Chinese New Year because like a lot of Asian countries still celebrate Chinese New Year. But this is the weirdest thing, you guys. So they told me that for the IT test, I can't have a Chinese New Year background, but when I teach a class, it's okay to have the background. Like, what? And anyways, I wanted to leave my background up through the 8th, through the Lantern Festival. I thought about just doing a setup somewhere else and doing the quick IT test. I literally took this test, Kim, how many times did you say? About 5 or 6 times, and I was frustrated. I was like, forget it. So I will change my background soon. It's now past the 8th. And try again. So in the meantime, yesterday actually, I decided to apply to one-on-one English. If anybody missed my live stream last week, I interviewed teacher Lexi, who is working at all these places. So one-on-one was the Vietnamese company. They have that 1 extra hour that we no longer have. Well, sort of. I had 1 booking today, but we don't get booked very often with at VIPKID and GoGoKid. So I applied there. I had my interview yesterday. The only problem was I have used Zoom many times. I've done Zoom meetings with Casey. I go to workshops on Zoom. I had problems screen sharing. Anyways, to make a long story short, eventually the guy who was the moderator ended up sharing with me, and I had to tell him when to switch to the next slide. But it took up maybe 5-10 minutes of me trying to get, so I had some IT issues on a job interview. That's not good. I hope they overlooked that. They kept telling me they're getting their own platform anyway. So maybe they'll say like, oh, we're getting our own platform soon anyway, if I did well. If I don't get it, I was a little on the fence applying anyway, because here I already like watched all the videos, did all the onboarding and Itutor, and then it's going to be time consuming to do it again for another company. So, but the reason I decided to is because Lexi said that one-on-one opens temporarily and then they close their interviews and then they open again. So like you can't just interview whenever you want. So I went ahead and I'll just go through with it. So it's like, if I don't get it, okay, fine. I'll still try again with Itutor. Yeah. And let's see what you guys are saying. So you had to screen share on Zoom. Yeah, not for Itutor, for one-on-one. Yeah, Itutor's been around for years. Yeah, they have their own platform already. So one-on-one is new, still trying to get their own platform. Hi, Laura. Oh, let me put your name. I'm trying to put names in the hat as we go along. Okay, Laura. Laura, your video about the feedback, goodness, it's going viral. I'll talk about that in a minute. So anyways, Monday was not a good day as far as technical stuff go. If you guys saw my interview with Casey, she asked, are you tech savvy? No. So there I had this problem with Itutor. Not Itutor, sorry, one-on-one in their interview process with a tech problem. So then, I don't know if anyone saw Morgan's video about how level 1, there's an app with all the songs on it. So if anyone knows, like level 1 in the checkpoint and in the assessment, they don't have the songs, which the kids love and are missing. So she did a video on how to get the app. So I prepped the night before. I saw that I had an assessment in level 1. I went through her video step by step, got the app on my iPad so I could show it. Well, here's a problem with the app. Let me tell you guys, you don't have this problem. Once a song starts playing, it won't stop until it's done. So I was fooling around with it the night before because, you know, I wanted to see how it works. I must have clicked off of it while it was on the France song. So I click on it in class. Oh, see, I clicked on it. It was like, it's doing what you did last time. So it was on France. I was in Italy. And then you can't change it. It won't come up with the screen. You change it till the song's over. So like the song ended and then I accidentally clicked on another wrong song and it was playing Mongolia. And this is taking up class time, you guys. I'm talking like 2 minutes. This is kind of embarrassing and you're panicking in the middle because this is happening in class time. I finally got it on Italy and played it twice. I stayed late. Luckily, it was my last class of the day, but I stayed till almost 28 minutes. So my advice, if you use the app, prep it in between classes. Like I didn't know it would be a problem at all. So that's why I could have looked at it in between classes and got it queued up. Didn't know it would be a problem. So that is my advice. Queue it up ahead of time. See? I'm clicking on it. It goes back to France, which is, I have to wait till it finishes. And then, yeah, you can't click off of it. So anyway, that is not a good glitch. I know. It is. Well, I'm really happy I have the songs and the kid was like happy to be singing and assessments go really fast in level 1, but queue it up ahead of time. Can you turn it down? Well, I was trying to get it onto Italy. Do I have a video about OBS? OBS. I don't know. What is that? Okay. Can you turn it down, meaning in the middle of class when it was playing, or right now it was, you guys couldn't hear me? Okay. So yeah, I had that. Both of those things happened on Monday. Monday was not a good day for me technically. All right, so let's see. I went to a meetup on Saturday. Who has been to meetups? We just met in a Wegmans. We did some crafts. I love that I know all of you guys from all over. I was going to say all over the United States, but Tim lived all over the world. Let's see. Bookings have been great lately. Yeah, well, they have. I opened less slots. And then there was someone at the meetup that brought like extra props for people. That was so nice. See, I got some extra props. This was just like someone who came to the meetup who had extras. She got these at Goodwill of all places. We did a craft. Have you guys been to meetups? Yeah. Oh, we made like Dino and his sister and his brother. We could have made the mom and dad too, but I didn't have time. So when I redecorate my classroom, I might put them up. Oh, also, the same woman that gave me the props. Hold on. Look at this cute reward I also got at the meetup. You're bringing extra props. When's your meetup, Evelyn? Is that this weekend? I know you guys have been talking about it. So it's like a Dress the Panda reward, but princess. So like I can make the panda different princesses. Oh, wait. Sorry. Yeah, like different. So that's nice. See, that was just someone who was generous who brought them. Saturday. Okay, so there is a meetup on Saturday in Kansas City. Yeah, so it's good to meet local people who do this job. Oh, Evelyn's first one that she planned and made herself. Yeah, isn't it cute? I can't wait to use it. I need some younger kids to book me now. So anyway, oh yeah. Is Laura still here? I'm sure in case anyone here is living under a rock and you don't know, she had a video out about, sorry, getting distracted by the chat. Let me finish my thought, then look at the chat. Okay, so she had a video out about feedback. She went to China. She won for the most trial conversions. So she interviewed the guy who won for the most 5-apple feedbacks. Up until recently, my feedback had been a little low. So I was excited to hear from him. My feedback got up to 25% in January and now has gotten up to 25% for December. So they're coming up. Hopefully that'll balance out. Actually, 30% for January. So that should balance out my low month. All I care about is the raise. If it's above 25, that's all I care about. What level do you meet Dino family? I've seen him, and I teach all levels. So they start to blur together, Candy. If anyone else can answer that. I was a little surprised. Let's see. I tried his method in my L6. I can't do it in low levels. I feel like she heard my typing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I was a little surprised. I'm at 18% for February. Awful. Well, February just started. So it's only day 11. If you're 18%, I wouldn't even judge it until the month's over. You know, you don't have that many to tell me what it was for January. Yeah. So Laura, I was a little surprised that it got a little bit of negative feedback on the Facebook pages. Your video, like people were saying all the reasons they didn't want to do it. I kind of think people were getting defensive because like you put out a video and for some reason they can't do it. And they're going to say like, oh, these are all the reasons. But you know what, guys, it is just, first of all, he got the most 5-apple feedbacks. How can you argue with that? Like, if you don't want to use his method, don't use his method. It's advice. Advice, you can take it or leave it. He's just saying, this is what I did. I won the trip. This is why. So you don't have to go and tell us all the reasons you're not going to use it. Personally, I don't think I can be as detailed as him. It's just not my personality. But if you don't think you can do what he's doing, why don't you look at the video and say, he has a lot of 5-apple feedbacks. What can I learn? So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to be a little more detailed than I already am. You know what I mean? Make it my goal to put 1 or 2 things in there that are a little more detailed and see if that helped. You know, what can you say? He won the trip for the most 5 apples. So I want to hear his advice. I do have a hard time doing feedback between classes. Yeah, I do not do feedback in between classes. For me, I would feel rushed. I feel like I would mess up because I'd be so rushed. I wouldn't be ready for my next class. I need a mental break. I don't do that. I haven't tried yet typing in the middle of class like he suggests. Maybe I'll just jot a couple things down to be a little more detailed, but yeah, agree. Yeah, appreciate that video. Yes, more details noting the slide. Tim says, I don't do anything special and I get 75%, 80% each month. Wow, Tim. Wow, I don't know. You've got to be doing something. Let us know what you do. I use Feedback Panda. So do I. And everybody says, oh, if you use Feedback Panda, you don't write your own. Feedback Panda is what you want it to be. Yes, there are templates. You can use templates, but you could also just write your own feedback, not use any templates. And Feedback Panda still keeps track of your students. The student I had at the 8:30 slot, I was able to like go back and look at all the old classes we had together because of Feedback Panda. All the time she gave me 5 apples. Okay, here's a tech thing I have to ask you guys. Does anybody know how to import your stars from Feedback Panda through GoGoKid? I know how to import the apples. That's really easy. I've not been able to import my stars from GoGoKid. Okay, he does use WeChat too, as I do, okay? Maybe the man thing. I mean, it could be that people like a man, but I don't know. He sounds really detailed. Tim is a high demand teacher. He got thousands of followers. He must be an incredible teacher. Okay, yeah, of course. He might be teaching 400 to 500 classes a month, which also helps with feedback. I agree, Tim, because you guys, I have to tell you that my feedback percentage went down the month I started teaching less classes. I know it's a percentage, but I still feel like it's easier to get a higher percentage if you have more classes. And I just see that Paul is in the chat. I'm trying to write down all the people who are here as I go to do the drawing at the end. Paula, I'm entering you into the 200 subscriber contest. Paula's having a contest. She's drawing tonight on her channel for 100 subscribers. I forgot what time, but I know I'm going to be at soccer practice during, you want to say the time, Paula, that you're going to be live tonight. I think it was 7 or 8 or something like that. I have great students who leave feedback without me asking. I have a cluster of students who book me short notice. Okay, yeah, I do feel like it's partially luck. Yes, there are things you could do. It is partially luck. Some of them are better about giving feedback than others. Yes, I agree. So I think of it like a test, you guys. Think about if you get like one problem, you get all but one problem right on a test and there's only 25 questions. That's a bigger percentage that you get wrong, whereas, with 100, you're going to get a higher mark. So with it being a percentage, I feel like it's easier to get a higher percentage if you're working more classes. That's also part of it. Then there's the feedback aspect. This guy gives very detailed feedback and he gets a lot of apples. So if you're not getting as many apples as him, maybe see what you can learn from him. 7 p.m. Eastern time is Paula's 100 sub giveaway. Candy asked, do you think older students leave their own feedback? I don't know. I've definitely gotten reviews from older students where it sounded like the parent was leaving it. So I don't know about that. So anyways, I have my trial workshop at 11, which is in 12 minutes. All right, so I'm going to read the names that I have entered. If I forgot anyone, please let me know. All right, so I have Kim, I have Laura, I have Candy, I have Tim, Evelyn, Danny, Cindy, Paula. I don't have Janie. Hold on, I know Janie was here too. Is there anybody I'm missing? I know there's a delay, so I'm going to give you guys time to respond. Am I missing anybody that was here and I didn't say their name? Maybe they were here earlier. Malaysia is too far to send anything. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I was going to send a $10 gift card from wherever you wanted. So I could even send, I don't know if I could send something from Malaysia. Tell me a local place that do you still want me to take your name out, Tim? All right, I'm waiting to see, did I miss anybody? Please let me know. If you're in the chat and I missed you, tell me. While I'm getting the names ready, let me tell you guys again, if you didn't hear it earlier, I am interviewing teacher Casey next week for my live. So be looking for that. Okay, let me mix them all up. You can do, okay, Amazon if Tim wins. Okay. All right, so mixing. Let me randomly choose one. Danny, you have such luck. Danny won learning crafts drawing too. Watch her win Paula's. Danny, you should play the lottery. You have really good luck. Danny, okay, Danny, you tell me where you want a gift card from and I will send it to you. Yeah, go Danny. All right. Well, I'm going to go. Look, next week I will not have a link ahead of time because I don't know how to do that through Zoom. So Danny always wins. She does. So look for me next week interviewing Teacher Casey. I always read the weekly reports. All right. Bye, guys. See you next time. Oh, she won the whiteboard from Cindy too, of course. Bye.